The fiat paper money that we use to invest in our cryptocurrency has a lot of similarities to the paper money inside this board game. Both have their own unique set of rules. The player or investor will have a more efficient turn of action the more they understand these rules. The banker in our investing game just took their turn of action yesterday as the FOMC stepped up and announced there will be no further rate cuts right now, and we will continue quantitative tightening, i.e. the central banks have been reaching onto the board game, taking cash out of play since the market peak of 2021. They had an FOMC meeting and said, that's enough. Inflation's out of control, i.e. the prices of everything is skyrocketing. This includes investment assets. We've got to stop this. And they start reaching onto the board, scooping cash out ever since. Albeit recently, they slowed this down. There were previous projections in 2024 giving an approximation of when the FOMC is going to halt this taking cash off the table, which will be super bullish, and potentially flip that around and start putting cash back into circulation. The perfect storm is brewing for Kaspa as we speak. In a moment, we're jumping into official White House cryptocurrency documents where we can extract dates to cross-reference with FOMC projections. Putting all these puzzle pieces together, we connect it to on-chain data. The new administration rolls in and they release this document right away, strengthening American leadership in digital financial technology. Gary Gensler's already been relocated. He's now working at MIT. During the FOMC meeting yesterday, Powell spoke very bullishly about cryptocurrency. What this document is covering is they want all cryptocurrencies identified into a genre, a sector. Kaspa will be a commodity. USDT will be a currency. Solana, XRP, those will be a security. And this is all going to get hashed out ASAP. These are cliff notes of that document. They've got a 30-day deadline, a 60-day deadline, and then this is the key date here, 180 days from today. Now, in our prior upload, we projected the bull run is going to start in 100 to 120 days, as the FOMC has previously projected it would kickstart the bull run not by rate cuts, but by the end of quantitative tightening in June of 2025. That has been going on since the FOMC meeting right here, that being quantitative tightening. The FOMC taking cash off the board game and putting it back into the banker pile. They started doing that right here, and it's been happening ever since. Recently, slowing that down. This puts extra cash on the table and allows assets people are interested in to be purchased. The sell-off 45 days ago signals so much bullish strength for Kaspa. Now that the market's adjusted, everything else sold off on CPI 2 weeks after Kaspa. They were first in the door. That CPI data came out on December 15th. Kaspa dumped. The market waited. It lagged a bit and then crashed down. Now Kaspa's regained its normal ranking in market cap. It all came out in the wash. What spooked everybody was Kaspa was first. That just means it has more institutional level investors. Retail's last out the door. These guys are the first to kick off once Carrie won her award at the prom. They're already outside. Retail's trapped in the burning building. As we can see at these FOMC meetings, since Marathon Digital starts mining, now BlackRock has printouts on what Kaspa is, and it's clearly them that have been loading the bag back when everything was bullish. We can see this pennant here, but more importantly, there's about to be data released by the FOMC. Knowing this data is going to be bullish, projected upside. Right now, not to be the bearer of bad news, but the regular altcoin market is consolidating slightly downward, no matter how bullish the new administration is on crypto, until the central bank makes their turn of action. This will take place around June. Looking at the last time the altcoin market was consolidating, it was because Powell and the bankers did not cut rates when they were supposed to. They do this every 4 years. It's part of Satoshi's secret. Hit subscribe and like. This type of information, easy to find in Stock YouTube. The connection to central bank monetary policy is a lacking sector on crypto YouTube. What was important to point out here is ever since May 1st, the altcoin market cap up to the Bank of Japan carry trade really was just going sideways. That was Kaspa's time to shine. From May 1st to the Bank of Japan carry trade, Kaspa had a lot of upside growth. Factor in the 10 BPS upgrade, improving on-chain data, there's a high probability that the discount prices we're seeing in Kaspa are going to evaporate. That's not what I want personally. I would prefer an extra 120 days with Kaspa at 12 cents so we can continue to load our bag until the central bankers make their move, while the developing team and KII is working behind the scenes, improving the ecosystem, truly reaching for the brass ring here. In the meantime, there's a lot of action in a new sector. Whenever the institutional investors pull away from the market, creating these consolidations, retail-driven sectors start to arrive, aka the meme coin markets. The Solana meme coins have been crushed by this new narrative AI agents, specifically on the Virtuals ecosystem. The sell-off in the Virtuals native token has reset the entire AI agent sector. While everybody's selling, now is the time to start buying. While we're studying macroeconomic trends, loading our big long hodl bags for the bull market, using the rule book, learning this. If you watched the FOMC meeting yesterday and missed any of the talking points Powell or the reporters were covering and you weren't able to connect that directly with your bag, this group is the place to be. We'll also be doing more action trading, studying the AI agent infrastructure and the AI agents themselves, putting together trading plans with projections on exactly when this retail-driven market is going to turn around, which is going to be before the regular altcoin market starts kicking off in June. This bull run is shaping up to be historic. The new administration, they understand the rule book of this fiat game like the back of their hand. That's why Vivek and Elon Musk created Doge to cut government spending. Meanwhile, the new president, he's doing talks in the Middle East, getting oil prices to come down, because it says right here in the rules, in the scenario, they can cut government spending and get oil prices to go down. The subsequent data in the hands of the central bank will stimulate rate cuts in a more bullish market, plus regulation, plus the popularity of crypto from the president talking about it all the time. We just heard 180 days. That does give Jonathan plenty of time to get these smart contracts up and running. Meanwhile, we've got the KII working to do the gigawatt stablecoin and really go for the brass ring on this whole project. Now's the time to jump into VIP to understand this rule book enough to be able to trade with it. In an afternoon of reading the macroeconomic PDFs, you can identify the exact move the bankers made to stop the bull run in 2021 and 2017, and the exact move that the bankers made to start both of those bull runs. This information is going to be extremely valuable for the bottom line of any trader. And I'm shocked the majority of crypto content doesn't cover this with more detail. In the meantime, retail-driven markets, AI agents getting ready to rocket. The Virtuals ecosystem, just like Kaspa, has a gamma support level caused by Binance futures. Once the price comes down a smidge, that's a massive signal. Thanks for checking out this video, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.